here with more Amstrad Action. As per usual, this time of the week. Um, yeah, we're starting now, issue number 69, June 1991. Yeah, still Britain's best-selling magazine for the Amstrad CPC GX4000 Plus. It's still £2.20. Wonder if it goes up any further. It's still not an official Amstrad publication. Modern art. Inside a special AA in-depth tutorial, generate fantastic computer graphics on your Amstrad. Also, four cartridge games reviewed this issue. 4. It's almost all of them. Prince Charming and his new print enhancer is stunning. 14 pages of games. Does not mean there's 14 games. Prince of Persia, Nightshift, Navy SEALs, Back to the Future 3, Dick Tracy, among others. What? No, cover tape? Check with your newsagent. More CPC reviews than any other magazine? More than any other. Amstrad cartridge power. Yeah, 5 games. 2 of which didn't get released. But hey. More good software stockists. What gives these fantastic games their exclusive action and depth of play? The secret is in the cartridge. Predator 2. He's in town for a few days to kill. Available on Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, 128, Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, IBM PC, and compatibles. Here's our lineup for this month. AmScene, Anna returns to the CPC market with new software. MIDI Sequencer, the latest version of Foundation Software's unique MIDI program reviewed. Prototype, the new addition to the Protex family on test. We got our games. Nightshift, weird factory fun from US Gold and Lucasfilms. Navy SEALs, Ocean's latest console game is Brill. Prince of Persia, put on those silly strides and rescue the princess. Exterminator, squidge flies, squash frogs, and generally make yourself sick. Predator 2, dudes with the dreadlocks are back in force. Narc, bust open the drug empires in Ocean's arcade conversion. Back to the Future 3, it's got to be better than the Back to the Future 2, surely. And Clax, console, does Domark's arcade puzzler look any different? Tintin on the Moon, console, the boy detective in cart format. Dick Tracy, console, the biggest star is an overcoat. Okay. Action Pack, 2 complete games and a set of programs utilities. 4 console games reviewed this month. 4. The Action Pack, what we get on the cover tape. Spin Dizzy, a strange planet hangs in the void of space. It's unexplored, but not for long. A special mapping probe, Gerald, is beamed onto the planet's surface. Can you unlock its secrets? Spin Dizzy is an isometric 3D affair that simply oozes with gameplay. The objective is simple: exploration. All you have to do is map the rooms that make up the planet's surface. A fair few to look at, though, 386 to be precise. So it doesn't look like you'll be finished by tea time. The exploring is done with Gerald, a spinning top, who just happens to be perfect for mapping planets. Though if you get bored, you can change the shape to a ball bearing or gyroscope. The problem is that Gerald has to work to a strict time limit, not by any means enough to see the whole planet with. Luckily, there are plenty of energy-giving crystals scattered around. Collect them to extend the amount of time available. The time limit ticks down naturally, but falling off the edge of the world or dropping from any great height takes away huge great chunks of time, so it's best to avoid if you possibly can. A wizard's lair. Pothole Pete has got himself into a spot of bother. He's only gone and got himself lost in the wizard's lair. An underground network of interconnecting caves, rooms, and passages. Looks like it's down to you to help him escape. Find the 4 pieces of the golden lion, which are scattered over the 7 layers of the cave. It's Pete's only hope for freedom. Watch out for the monsters, they hurt. There's plenty of things to pick up, and it's up to you to discover exactly what they do. In other words, you have no idea either, do you? The legend of the cave. 'Tis a legend told long ago about dark caves far down below, where deep within a wizard dwells, bespoking doom and casting spells. This feared thou dost uncover, 4 pieces of line thou must discover. Only then may you escape past the line that guards the gate. So heed this warning and beware. Never venture into Wizard's Lair. It's kind of like Saberwolf, really. That plays a lot more like Attic Attack. Puddle Pete's in a pickle. Don't worry. All you have to do is escape. To escape is find the 4 bits of line and avoid all the monsters. Yikes. Toolbox. Got a disassembler. Got a memory editor. A memory lister. Got a compare, fill memory stuff. Move memory, search memory, memory map, and just quit. Fine. Some of the options will allow you to choose between sending output to either screen or printer. Pressing escape once will pause the current process. Twice aborts prematurely. The new improved Amstrad Action cover tape. Amstrad Action's cover tape just got better. Though it's always been packed with the best games, demos, and utilities, we've managed to make it easier to use, quicker to load, and more reliable. Okay, a special custom written loader ensures that programs load in about half the time than when using the standard Amstrad tape loader. It's designed for maximum reliability under duplication, something that the Amstrad loader suffers from. All programs can be chosen from the menu at the beginning of the tape. The tape to disk transfer program is located here as well. You don't have to search for the tape to find it. We are striving to improve the tape all the time. In the meantime, have fun with AA Action Pack 3. AmScene, Amstrad X's top posts. Amstrad's UK Managing Director and Software and Peripherals Manager among casualties. In a move bound to cause speculation about Amstrad's future, the company has axed 37 posts. The bulk of the redundancies took effect at Amstrad's Brentwood headquarters, where 31 staff members will lose their jobs. The other 6 redundancies are amongst clerical and warehouse staff on other premises. The biggest shock was the departure of the Managing Director of Amstrad UK, Barry Young. But amongst the other big names leaving the company was Peter Roback, Amstrad's Software and Peripherals Product Manager, and leading light behind the Amstrad GX4000 console and new Plus machines. Closing ranks. The changes reflect a reshaping of Amstrad's internal structure. Barry Young previously headed the Amstrad UK division, which accounted for some 44% of the company's sales. Now, however, Amstrad's board, headed by Alan Sugar himself, will now take over all UK business as well as the overseas market. The current economic recession is being cited as the reason for the redundancies, but Amstrad's fortunes have been mixed for the past few years, culminating in the poor performance commercially of the relaunched CPC range. The company has been criticised repeatedly by the press, not a little by Amstrad Action itself, for its bungled handling of the new hardware following its launch. The principal problem has been a lack of widespread and high-quality software support, vital for the acceptance of a brand new machine in a competitive market. However, while the revamping of the 6-year-old CPC range was undoubtedly a major commercial venture for the company, the bulk of its business is increasingly in the booming corporate PC market. Here too, Amstrad is meeting stiff competition from competitors. Amstrad's early successes with low-cost PC clones like the PC 1512 and this should be 1640, not 1540, have been followed by increasing sales of the business market. But later machines have been dogged by reliability scares and an increasing lack of competitiveness as other makers leap on the low-cost PC bandwagon. Cartridge consequences. The effect this reshuffle is likely to have on the GX4000 and Plus models and Amstrad owners themselves, if any, remains to be seen. There may well be repercussions concerning the manufacture, distribution, and marketing of cartridges, however. As we went to press, we learned that certain discussions are in progress between Amstrad and other manufacturers that may reshape the marketing strategy behind both the GX4000 console and cartridge software. More news on these developments soon. Look out for big news on the cartridge front soon. It's a snip. Mail order merchant Microsnips has moved. The company stocks a wide range of gadgets and gubbins for the Amstrad range. Originally a Wallasey store, the firm soon went into mail order and expanded rapidly. The new premises offered much more room for growth. Microsnips' retail operation has expanded too, and now has also stores in Birkenhead and West Kirby. Yay. United Amstrad User Group latest. We've been taken to task by the United Amstrad User Group, UAUG, following their mention in Carolyn Lamb's Free for All column in AA68. First of all, the UAUG does supply free software, but only to members. Secondly, he can't unfortunately just send off a blank disk and an SAE to the addresses quoted and hope to get some software back. Instead, for more details about this user group, you send an SSA to them. The annual membership fee is £7.50, and for this members get the following: the bi-monthly group magazine CPC user, free public domain software, a large book lending library, helpline offices, company discounts, numerous other user benefits. The UAUG is keen to stress its value for money. All its staff are unpaid. 3D construction kit, one brick short. Domac and Incentive's joint project, the 3D construction kit, is nearing completion. It will allow users to create their own three-dimensional environments and games, and is an extension of the Freescape programming techniques used in Incentive's Driller, Total Eclipse, and Castle Master. The potential of the software goes beyond games, however, into the serious fields of simulations, computer modelling, and education. Domac says the program isn't yet in a reviewable form, but should be ready for the end of May. 3D construction ready for review soon, says Domac. Soon. Joystick Madness at ECTS. The European Computer Trade Show held in London this year didn't boast much of specific interest to Amstrad owners, but there were more joysticks that we've ever seen in one place. The appropriately named Design Centre was the venue for the show, and it was packed to the brim with excited manufacturers and distributors displaying all manner of weird and wonderful control devices. Yuck! Cheetah's new bug joystick, not for the squeamish, pushing its eyes to press fire. Veteran peripheral manufacturer Cheetah, for example, was shown off with has to be the ugliest joystick yet, called the Bug. The dreadful thing sits on your hand and does indeed bear an uncanny resemblance to an insect. The micro-switched stick protrudes from the top of the bottle-shaped unit, and the thing's eyeballs are the fire buttons. Horrible it may be, but the Bug is very comfortable to hold. To own one of these disgusting little critters, you have to stump up £14.99. Skate crazy? Enjoy skateboarding? Enjoy video games? Want to combine the two? Cheetah may have the answer. Called the Aeroskate. The strange device is a base unit for your own or Cheetah's skateboard. Stand on the board to do your best skate stuff and don't fall off. Cheetah has plans to develop software in conjunction with Titus specifically for the machine. The software written especially for the unit looks set to include skiing, surfing, driving, and spookily enough, skateboarding sims. The software we first reported on the Aeroskate back in AA66, but now we've had a chance to try it out. We can report that, believe it or not, the thing works a treat. No price details yet, but we'll keep you posted. What? No base? A few years ago, a couple of companies experimented with mercury-switched gravity sticks. These joysticks had no base and were activated simply by tilting the stick in the direction you wished to move. Notoriously unreliable, they were soon written off as impractical gimmicks and vanished from sight. Cheetah now claims to have perfected the system, however, and is releasing a controller called Stick X. It remains to be seen how accurate the new sticks are, but Cheetah seems confident that the new switches are more efficient and reliable than earlier versions. And the price for all this technology, a mere $14.99. Tortoise Power. Cheetah's tortoise joystick can be operated with only one hand. Also from Cheetah comes the tortoise, shaped like just one of those crusty little creatures that sits on any flat surface. To operate, you simply use the palm of your hand to tilt the shell in the relevant direction, and off you go. 5 buttons just like the bug other eyeballs. Yuck. It's still at only $9.99, it's worth shelling out for. Sorry. Logical Move. Logic 3's Manta Ray stick is comfortable to use and extremely well made. Spectra Video have taken new joystick company Logic 3 under its wing and is pushing its new joysticks heavily. The Stingray, again first described in AA66, has now been available for some time, but is now to be joined by the new Manta Ray model. The Manta Ray is unusual in that the base is designed to be held in the hand. The sculpted casing is really comfortable to grip, and there are 3 fire buttons, 2 under your first and second fingers and the third under your thumb. Finished like the Stingray is an attractive light blue. Finished like the Stingray in an attractive light blue rather than the traditional boring red and black. Both joysticks are extremely well put together. The Stingray will set you back $14.99 and the Manta Ray is $12.99. I bet all those 3 fire buttons all do the same thing. The old Pro. Some things never change in the joystick world, and Dynamics Competition Pro is still soldering on. At the show, though, the company was displaying its latest variant, the Fantastic Star. It features a chromium-plated handle and a translucent blue base. No more of that, no. Right. Treasure Trail results. Did you work out all the answers to the Computer Shopper Treasure Trail AMC issue 67? In case you didn't, here are the answers. Oh boy. Anyway, you've heard of Downray, Nazaby, Illy, Norfolk, Stonehenge, hey, Dyke, Lexi, Ebbies. The final goal is Land's End. Some of you have answered all these correctly but didn't enter our competition. Just to remind you, the first prize was a year's subscription to the Lucky User Group plus a whole load of software from its libraries. The second prize was a pair of tickets to the Computer Shopper Show at London's Alexandra Palace. Tape transfer trouble, part 97. Just when we thought it was safe, the problem with transferring last month's cover tape to disk has become apparent. The problem specifically is with the first program on the cover tape, Predator 2's basic loader. All the other programs transfer without problems. It only seems to affect some machines, which is why the problem didn't come to light when we tested it. We don't know the reason why this program fails to transfer. It's a perfectly straightforward basic file, but we do know how to get around it. Simply type in bar tape, load, bar disk, save Predator. Transfer all the other files in the normal way with the supplied tape to disk transfer program. Needless to say, we're very sorry indeed for any teeth gnashing and hair pulling we may have caused. We've improved the cassette loading process in an effort to eliminate any similar problems in the future. The tape disk transfer program is now part of a special high-speed cassette loader for extra convenience. In addition, increased reliability, friendliness, and faster loading times will also benefit tape users. Good, eh? Eat my shorts if we're not giving away this radical Simpsons pinball. He looked a little surprised, really. Biscuit doesn't care, he's just reading. Well, here it is, the biggest pinball sensation in years, the Simpsons. And you can get this machine, which is worth £2,500 in your bedroom, if you're the winner of our crazy competition. We've collected loads of silly sound effects from around the world, and to stand a chance of winning, all you have to do is to correctly identify them. So don't have a cow, have a go now. Just call the 0898 number. A Commodore Amiga computer complete with color TV is waiting to be won. You could win this awesome foursome. Take control now. Just call the numbers. Calls cost 34p, cheap rate, and 45p at all other times per minute, including VAT. Good. Forum. Got any technical queries? Are you stumped by your computer? Hey, his very own technical wizard Adam Waring will attempt to sort it out for you. Or maybe you want to pass on some tip you discovered to the rest of us. Here's a good one, and you get me in line for a £25 mail order voucher. Oh no, I recently bought a 464 Plus with a paper white monitor for a view to programming using Z80. I was rather strapped for dosh at the time and hoped to upgrade to a colour monitor, disk drive, printer, etc. over a period of time when I could afford it. I approached my local Amstrad dealer to purchase a colour monitor only to be informed that this item is unavailable on its own. So I purchased the modulator which I discovered would not fit the 464 Plus. 1. Is there any way I could acquire either a colour monitor or modulator to fit the Plus? 2. Will a DDI1 and Multiface 2 fit the Plus? 3. Can I use Z80 in the Plus? Having worked on IBM compatibles using MS-DOS and Apple Mac machines, I'm not too genned up on personal computers, but would like to program on my Plus eventually. I'd appreciate any help you could offer. Brendan Lawler, Birkenhead. 1. I'm afraid that neither colour monitor nor modulator are available. Unfortunately, it looks like you're stuck with the mono monitor, though it should be possible to get a lead made up with which to connect your machine to the modulator you've bought. Take the pinout diagrams to an electronics store. 2. The DDI1 isn't directly compatible with the Plus, but modified versions are available from various mail order outfits. For example, MicroStyle will supply one for £85. 3. At last, some good news. Z80 lies at the heart of your system, so you will be able to learn machine code. I look forward to seeing your efforts. Ugh. Turbo soft. Ooh. Already tinted on the mirrors. $2.99 cassette. $3.99 disc. Why would you pay £25 for the cartridge version? Ask Alex. Hi, I just bought one of these dinky little rude men that fit into the window of 2 CVs and other cars. And who dropped their trousers at rude motorists. It was almost always male. And I'm thrilled with the response. Also thrilled with the response from all those novice CPCs who've written to me for help. Don't worry, I'll get around to dealing with all your letters as soon as I can. Just as fast as my little Epson can print them. So keep them coming. Remember, no query is too daft, no problem is too small. But if your problem is a very technical one, you'd be better off writing to Adam Prof Waring and Forum. What's a disk drive? Basic. Foundation Step Time Sequencer version 4.25. The only step time MIDI sequencer you can get for the CPC has been updated. Musical maestro James Pimentel Pinto puts it through his paces. £35. Disc only requires MIDI interface. Foundation software. Oh, good news! Utterly unique on the Amstrad. Flexible, any conceivable style of music can be played. Many improvements over previous versions. Bad news, only for MIDI enthusiasts. Unconventional music notation can be baffling. New 800K software, free! We're proud to announce MS800, the new standard in 800K per disk software, and doubly proud to be giving it free with our 3.5-inch dual drive. It is no longer necessary to pay an extra £20 to £30 for an additional 800K software. Our new MS800 software is all you need to store up to 800K on each 3.5-inch disk. Ooh. Features include select 360K, 400K, or 2 times 180K per site, compatible with CPCs and CPC pluses, CPM, multi-phase tube, stop press, etc. 64 or 128 directory entries, verified disk copy, single and batch file copy, and like all Nintendos, each disk initializes the computer for its own format without using up any storage space. The new standard in 800K software. To all those with a birthday this month, happy birthday! To all the ladies with a birthday this month, slurp. What? Ugh, okay. ProType. ProText is just about the most formidable text processor you can buy. Now, Anna has produced a print utility that gives laser quality from a 9-pin printer. Steve Williams explains. £30 disc, Anna Limited. Ingham fonts. Crash proof or rot. Part of the perverted fun of reviewing new software is trying to push it till it falls over and crashes. ProType is rock steady, and if there are any undocumented features, bugs, in the program, then they have kept themselves well hidden. Verdict. Good news. The results are simply stunning. Integrates well with ProText. Works with many other programs. Bad news. Expensive. Costs more than ProText. Slow. Top quality printout takes time. Will that depend on your printer? How's about this for a neat bit of programming then? Oh. Mirror function, huh? Pointless? Yeah, probably. Picture this. You don't need to smell paint and terps to produce a masterpiece. AA's resident pixel perfectionist Frank O'Connor shows you how to create electronic art on your Amstrad. OCP Advanced Art Studio is the best art package you can get for the Amstrad. And you can get your own copy free with an Amstrad Action subscription. See page 70. Oh no, it's a clown. But is it art? There are unending arguments about what art is, and the basic crux of the matter is this. If you like it, it's art. If you don't like it, someone else thinks it's art. Computer art is just a valid form of art as any other classics. The advantage it has over other media is that the computer can be used to take shortcuts. It can produce two-dimensional images easily and simulate three-dimensional objects using mathematical techniques faster and more accurate than any human artist could manage. Step by step. Below is a step-by-step guide to creating a simple picture. You may wish to follow the example given, but it would be just as useful as a technical exercise to create your own piece using similar techniques. Remember though, to save your work at every stage and be careful when using the undo function. And if it doesn't go the way you planned, remember the beauty of computers is that you don't get your hands dirty clearing up. Oh, look at the Bart Simpson they drew on here. The path to pixel perfection. Look, it's Captain America, in case you didn't know. We want your art. Oh no, they're going to try it again. Resident art expert Frank O'Connor will be starting a new graphic series. This is your chance to get your pictures printed and your techniques brushed up. Send your works of art to Uncle Frank's studio. Oh no. Hey, plutonium death, you repulsive alien weirdos. On the grapevine, fun and games. That's what we like around here. You too? Well, yeah, come to the right place then. This is where you'll find all the hot and juicy details of soon-to-be-released software. Viz! Oh no. It's Viz. Readers of the adult comic Viz will no doubt be chortling away at the antics of their favourite cartoon characters on a bi-monthly basis. Now you can chuckle at your computer screen with Virgin's new game of the comic. Biffa Bacon, Buster Gonad and Johnny Fartpants are the stars of a race around Fulchester. As well as using their extraordinary talents to cross the finish line first, there are bonus sections in which the characters attempt to perform specialty stunts to gain extra points. Your other favourites also appear in the game. Roger Melly, the man on the tally, is the host throughout, and cameo appearances are made by Mrs. Brady, the old lady, Sid the sexist, and Aldridge Pryor, the hopeless liar. Oh boy, win-win-win! Impress your friends and scare your enemies with this truly excellent life-size cardboard cutout of Biffa Bacon. Don't worry if you don't win Biffa though, because there are the t-shirts and copies of the Viz game up for grabs too. 1 for the winner and 10 for the runners-up. Remember, only 1 entry per household and get them by the 30th of June. Otherwise Biffa will be paying you a little visit. Number 1. Biffa's surname is V. Bacon, W. Sausages, X. Scrambled eggs on toast. Number 2. Fulchester United's amazing fish-like goalkeeper is H. Evil Gus Parker, I. Billy the Fish, J. Shaking Stevens. 3. Roger Irrelevant is X. A thoughtful and intelligent young man, Y. The man on the tally, Z. Wibble wibble beep beep hat stand. Scribble your answers on this postcard and send it to I'll have a Biffa outside new. Okay. Okay. Alright. Loriciel. Expect plenty of Fabo French games from Loriciel. Fellow Frenchies Infogrames will be distributing its games in the UK, thanks to a distribution deal between the two companies. Owners of the GX4000 and Plus machines will no doubt be delighted to hear of a whole batch of cartridges that will soon be making their way to these shores. 3 new Corking Continental carts are being released in addition to Tennis Cup 2, which is already available. Copter 271, a futuristic chopper sim in which pits you as a pilot of a gunship against invading alien hordes. Pinball Magic, already available on cassette and disc, the cartridge version will take advantage of the console's hardware and will have extra colours. Panzer Kickboxing. Fight your opponents, definitely not following the Queensberry rules. This sim tries to come as close to the real thing as possible without getting you covered in bruises or ending up in traction. That's not all though. Loriciel has plenty of products due on disc and tape too. Quadrille. A bit of a puzzler this one. Paint a pretty picture, colour by numbers style, but make sure that neighbouring areas don't conflict. Disc. Death-defying frisbee flinging is what this is all about. Strike down your opponent with a well-chucked disc before they do the same to you. Builderland. A platform game with a difference. The platforms aren't actually there yet. It's up to you to put them in place to guide your little chap to safety. How many of these actually got released? Well, the cartridge ones all did. Pretty sure that. Builderland did. We'll see that soon. I don't know about the other two. Maybe. Always look it up, I guess, but whatever. Right, fantastic. A light gun and 2 new games that use it will be available soon. Trojan is the manufacturer of the cartridges for Amstrad's GX4000 console and Plus machines. The company also produced the Magnum Light Phaser for the CPC, which it has now redesigned to make connect to the light pin socket of the new machines. 2 stonking shooting games have been developed for use with the gun. The Enforcer is a gangster shootout game. Waste the hoodlums as they shoot at you from cityscape windows. Skeet Shoot has you as you on the clay pigeon range, shatter as many of the ceramic discs as possible as they fly through the air before your time runs out. We'll tell you exactly what we've thought of the games in the next issue. Bam bam. I don't know if you'll see the next issue really. A Skeet Shoot I think did get released. I think. I know it's been dumped. It exists in some form. European Super League. Ever fancied running your own football club? Not just any club, one of the best clubs in all of Britain, Europe even? Well, soon you'll be able to do just that with CDS's new football management game. Take your team to the top of the table in a Super League that's exclusive to the best teams in Europe. You'll be up against stiff competition. The computer will be controlling 7 intelligent managers who also have the same aim. CDS reckons that its game will leave all other previous management sims standing. It offers a friendly, icon-driven interface, state-of-the-art graphics and multi-level gameplay with its claimed greater detail and realism than in other programs. Win some Super League stuff. That's not how you spell it. To celebrate the release of European Super League, CDS is giving away a bundle of goodies, t-shirts, mugs and posters. There's 10 of each, with 10 lucky winners will be drinking from, pinning to their bedroom walls, and wearing on a summer's day, though not necessarily in that order. But you're going to have to know your stuff, though. 3 tough and challenging questions need to be answered before you can make off with the loot. But first, the rules. Only 1 entry per household and get them in by June the 30th. Anyone who fails to obey will be given a season ticket to Millwall and be forced to wear a red and white scarf. In fact, you wouldn't need a season ticket. You'll only be going there once. Number 1. How many players in a 5-a-side football team? A11, B5, C137. 2. What do you call the inflatable bag inside a football? A bladder, B, a pancreas, C, a duodenum. 3. What did Hull City last win in the European Cup? A, only last week, B, 1066, C, never. Send your entries on the back of a postcard to I like a good kicking on Sunday afternoon. Toki. Due soon from Ocean and looking to be an absolute stunner is the brilliant new cartridge game Toki. The game features the exploits of the Neanderthal Toki, who's been transformed into a handsome cave dweller into an ugly ape-like being. On top of that, his girlie's been captured by whoever did the despicable deed in the first place. Life was tough 10 billion years BC. Ocean's new cartridge game Turkey offers truly stunning graphics and superb gameplay. I bet you can hardly wait. You'll just have to be patient. You have to be very patient because they never released it. The game was cancelled when the programmer wanted more cartridge space. Ocean didn't want to spend any more on cartridge space. Charts. This chart compiled by Gallup Limited. Full price. Number 1, the Dizzy Collection. The Codemasters. All the Dizzy games in one compilation. Great value and great fun. Number 2, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Microsoft. Those teenage Shalom, whatever. Step down to give Dizzy a spell at the top spot. 3, Big Box by Bo Jolly. Another compilation. No one's writing new games anymore. 4, Total Recall. Ocean. You saw the demo in AA67's action pack, and the game is excellent. 5, Fists of Fury 2, Virgin. Furious fighting fun. There's fantastic fighting foursome. Number 6, Power Up, Ocean. Another compilation full of past coin-op hits. 7, Golden Axe, Virgin. Competent scrolling Megadeth blast. Colourful graphics but chunky. 8, Hollywood Collection, Ocean. Batman, Ghostbusters 2, Robocop and Indiana Jones. 4 great games. 9, Back to the Future 3, Microsoft. Marty McFly Goes West in his 3rd film tie-in. It's not bad either. 10, Gaza 2, Empire. The console classic makes it onto tape and disc. 11, Kickoff 2, Anko. Excellent footy sim with the playability of kickoff one and graphics too. 12. Multiplayer Soccer Manager, D&H Games. Text-only football sim, alright if you like that sort of thing. 13. Super Monaco Grand Prix, US Gold. Vroom vroom, ambitious racing game that works fairly well once you get used to it. 14. Gremlins 2, Elite. We're still waiting for Elite to send our review copy. Maybe that says it all. 15. Robocop Ocean, still selling strong despite being available on the Hollywood Collection compilation. 16. Narc Ocean, fight the drug wars single-handed or with a pal. Not a brilliant arcade license. 17. Mini Office 2 Database, a serious suite of programs in the charts. It's darn good value, mind. 18. Terrakin Rainbow Arts, the steel-plated superhero is still going strong in this Brill shoot 'em up. 19. Vendetta System 3, superficially improved 3D martial arts game. 20. Hammerfist Activision, boy and girl fighting outfit metamorphosize their way through much mayhem. Okay. What's happening? Loads of new entries this time round, which makes a change from last month's rather quiet period. The tools have at last been toppled after a long spell at the number 1 slot, and by Codemaster's unassuming egg-shaped champion Dizzy. And the compilations are still going strong too, with no less than 4 of the things in the top 10. Meanwhile, lower down in the hit parade, we have a whole host of new re-entries. Right, the budgets. Magic Land Dizzy, Codemasters. Double Dragon, Mastertronic. Spitting Image, Hit Squad. Quattro Firepower, Codemasters. Nanica's Hotshots, Kicks. Continental Circus, Mastertronic. Cave Mania, Atlantis. Forgotten Worlds, Kicks. Afterburner, Hit Squad. Quattro Adventure, Codemasters. Hey. So Dizzy just beating everything to pulp now. It's fine. Everything's back to normal. Amstrad GX 4000 console, £97. Not really saving much there. Action test. 4 cartridge games in 1 issue? Is this the start of something big, or did we just get lucky? My money's on lucky. We got Navy SEALs. Yet another excellent film license from Ocean, but is it just a little bit too hard? This one will have you tearing your hair out. Prince of Persia, Broderbund and Domark. Evil Grand Viziers, beautiful princesses, huge baggy trolleys. It's all here. The plot is fantasy, the graphics are fantastic. Clax, Domark. Instant loading and a couple of extra backgrounds. Is that enough of a bonus over the tape version? Nightshift, US Gold and Lucasfilm. A career in Doll Factory sounds a bit wet, doesn't it? Well, you'll have your hands full in this one for sure. Tintin on the Moon, Infogrames. A tape version had less gameplay than a cold kipper. Does it do any better on cart? No. Exterminator, Audiogenic. Squash, squish and squelch your way through swarms of horrid household pests. Great game, but will you keep your dinner down? Dick Tracy, Titus. Walk, shoot, die. There must be more to it than that. First game is Nightshift, US Gold and Lucasfilm, $10.99 cassette, $15.99 disc. Fred Fixit kicks a little lemming out of the way. Will say, they're a pest because they follow you around, getting under your foot and slowing you down. Well, factory work is noisy, smelly, dirty, and altogether horrible. It's also boring, repetitive, mind-numbing, much like being lashed to the chair and made to watch episodes of Coronation Street 8 hours a day. Or is it? In Nightshift, factory work is anything but boring. For a start, you work in a factory that produces little toy dolls. Oh joy. And as you may have guessed by now, you're running the night shift in this toy factory on your own. That's not so good, because although the huge machine, called the Beast, is in theory full automatic, things can and do go wrong. You will often find that the previous shift worker has left the conveyor belt running the wrong way, or the gas has been allowed to go out under the resin producer. There are also little gremlins running about the place, which, when they're not getting under your foot and slowing you down, ain't nothing better than to mess up your production line. Things start off pretty easy though. Your first job on level 1 is simply to get the beast running and turn out a handful of dolls before your shift is over. Time remaining is indicated by a flickering candle on the status bar at the bottom of the screen. You'll find whole sections of the beast blanked off behind metal panels, which means these sections will operate automatically, needing no attention from you. However, what you will have to do is go for a quick pedal on the bicycle to generate some electricity, then zoom up to the top of the beast to plug in the resin melter by kicking the plug, and make sure the gas jet is set to the right level and maybe tighten up a loose bolt. Lower down, you'll probably have to adjust the direction of a couple of conveyor belts, but that's about it. What happens is the resin boiler sends ingredients into a mixer, which then spits out little gobs of goo, which then get taken into the moulding machines. They produce the two halves of the finished toy, and the two bits are then painted, dried and glued together before going off to the quality control machine and then off to the packaging department. Phew, half of this is automatic, thank goodness. Or at least it is at first. Each level you are given a production target. Meet it, and you are given the password from machine symbols, fruit machine symbols. To the next level, as you advance, the production requirements get tougher, and the various bits of the beast previously under automatic control now need your attention. For example, it's not long before you're required to select the paint for the dolls, and for this, you need to first empty the paint vat and then fill it with the right colour paint. Not easy while you're tripping up over gremlins, keeping conveyor belts running in the right direction and stopping your battery going flat. It's just as well then that you've got a box of handy tools to help you out, as well as a spanner, which you'd expect. You get a balloon for going to the top of the beast quickly, and an umbrella for getting down again, a vacuum cleaner for sucking up the gremlins, a moth for scoffing the little devils, and a match. These tools can also be picked up on the beast itself, as can an extra time bonus. The graphics are speaky port style, but they're solid enough and very colourful. Sound consists of a decent title tune and good in-game effects. These consist of warning sirens to tell you when the beast isn't producing resin properly, and nasty klaxons for when you produce a duff doll. Very useful indeed, as it happens, because while you're watching the production process in one part of the factory, you can't see what's happening in another. You can play the part of either Fred or Fiona Fix-It, no sexism in this game, and your character is very nicely drawn and animated. If Fred or Fiona drop too far to a platform and they sit there grimacing, dazed by their fall. They also put on a wonderful scowl when they kick gremlins out of the way. Ooh. Fred, seeing stars, he tried to jump too far, didn't he? You don't lose lives through falling, but it does take you precious seconds to recover. So I guess this is the beast, or at least parts of it. Once it's all revealed, I guess, or something. The animation might be nice, but your character does move a tiny bit slowly. This makes the game more frustrating than it need be, since you can often just see just where you want to go and know exactly where you're going to do it, but you have to wait while Fred or Fiona get their act together. It is annoying because when things go wrong in the production process, they need fixing straight away. The gameplay itself is quite well thought out. The extra challenge as you advance through the levels comes from larger production targets, more complication production runs, and the greater complexity of operating the beast. There are 30 levels in all, which should be enough to keep you going for yonks, because this game sure is a toughie. Nightshift is a very good game. It looks nice, it plays well, it's original, and it's none too easy. Part of the reason it's not easy is the instruction manual. Written in a humorous vein, it carries torn pages, handwritten alterations, and even dried coffee rings as it simulates the beast's operating manual. Diagrams are included to show the operation of the main components, but they frequently bear little relation to what you see on the screen, and early attempts will probably prove very frustrating as you plod around the factory, kicking, switching, prodding, and poking in the hope of stumbling across the right solutions. Get past this phase though, and you'll be hooked. Nightshift doesn't have a huge playing area, but more than makes up for it in frustration, action, puzzling, and the end of it all, a wonderful sense of satisfaction when you meet your production quota. What a great game! Second opinion. The problem with Nightshift is that it's so damn difficult to get into. Break that barrier though, and you'll find a deeply challenging and maddeningly addictive game to play. Verdict. Graphics 82%. Spicky style screens but colourful and nicely animated. Sonics 90%. Nice tune and decent effects that are actually extremely useful to the gameplay. Grab factor 78%. It looks as if it will be fun, but is a devil to get into. Staying power 89%. Difficult enough to last ages as long as you become addicted. Rating 85%. Nightshift is tricky and challenging. It's great, but will it drive you around the bend? Guess we get to find out. Alright. Alright. Nightshift. Copyright 1990. Project Management Consultancy. Copyright 1990. LucasArts Entertainment Company. All rights reserved. Right. Nice tune. Is there a tune in this game? Actually, not hearing one yet. Joystick. Start game. Industrial Might and Logic. Job application. Fred or Fiona? Do Fiona for a change. There's your music. Designed by Chris Gibbs, John Steele, Fred Gill, and John Dean with A.J. Redmer. Coding Jay Mullins. Graphics Ian Cook. Music Uncle Art. Production records today. Very lawyer. Uh-oh. Kick him. Cliff Lemming. Hooray. Frank Foreman. Jody Lemming. Ethan. Let's go. Industrial Monologic Shift 1. Yeah, we don't need anything. We haven't finished any stages yet. We're going to make little stormtroopers. It's Lucasfilm. 5 of them. Okay. You can get on the bicycle and throw it. Okay. Fire to jump. Alright, I've got platforms over here. Right, up on your platform. Oh, you go in there. Oh, here we go. Flying way up is not always the easiest thing. So we think we're supposed to kick. We're at the top. Oh. What were we supposed to kick? We got things being made. What are we supposed to kick? I have no idea what we're supposed to kick. I have no idea. Whee, fell down. Pedal some more. There's more down here. That's it. Just that. So what are we supposed to... I do have to look up the manual to figure out what I'm supposed to kick. He's dead anyway. Alright, let's look it up. Manual. French, English, here we go. Well, he eventually died. Bolt on maker. Incredible boneless toolbox. So controls. Let's see. Keyboard and joystick controls for Spectrum and Amstrad CPC. Use tool is down, okay. Select tool in toolbox mode. Or enter toolbox mode is spacebar. So it tells us our tools. Shift duties, okay. Ride the bicycle to generate full power. Climb the beast to steaming bolt on resin mixer. Use the wrench to tighten bolt. Okay. Jump across the raw material feeder in the upper left corner. Kick in electrical plug. So at least tells you what to do, just doesn't tell you exactly where everything is. While trooper toddlers are being produced, collect as many tools as you can for the coming shifts. Note the direction of the conveyors on shift 2. Some of these will need adjustment. Okay. Fired. Alright. Try this again. Okay. So how do we know if we're at full power? Okay, tools. Oh, spacebar. find a way. Now we've got to find the bolt. Oh, it's this way, isn't it? There. So it's a steaming bolt somewhere. Come on. Come on, control, please. Okay. Right, up here. See the steaming bolts somewhere. Oh, don't fall too far. I don't get where this steaming bolt is supposed to be. Or did I just not pedal enough? Let's get one use, huh? Now, how are you supposed to know which bolt we're supposed to tighten? We're at the top here. Oh, God, we fall again. Oh, we're falling again. Let's back down to where we were. I don't get it. Oh. It's not obvious what we're supposed to tighten here. No. I suppose we only get one use of each spanner as well, huh? Because we all know spanners are single-use items. You use it once and it's destroyed forever. That's how spanners work. failed. Ah. Fired. Again. One will go. So how long do we have to do this for? The thing is, it's not obvious. Something happen if we do this long enough? What did you say? Yeah. Then there's a single time use only, if you do anything or not. So, I have absolutely no idea. Where's the bottom? So, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I'm going to expand it finally. Oh god. Jump, jump! Damn it, jump, you idiot. So, what are we supposed to repair here? Turn some bolt? Which one? Where? Supposed to be steering, I didn't help us at all. I don't get it. God. This doesn't help. Yeah. No idea what to do. You ride the bicycle to generate full power. You have to keep doing that or not. I'm up beast the steaming bolt on Resin Maker. It's on the top of the beast. Until the lights flash very quickly. Okay. Let's try it one more time. We've been trying it far too long already. Until the lights flash quickly. There you go. That quickly enough? Must be quickly enough, right? Freaking. Here we go. This takes us straight to the top. Only fallen. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know what we do. Does it need to be going fast or not? I don't know. That's unknown. It's still going fast. Does it have to go faster? I don't know. I think it's as fast as it goes. Huh? Back up we go. So, we're at the top. Where is this so-called steaming... Oh. So-called steaming bolt supposed to be? No. Oh. Ah, I don't get it. Where is this bolt we're supposed to fix? Uh, well, I have no idea. Gotta make... Yeah, this seems to be rather hard to get into. Instructions do not help. This is at the top of the beast, don't you? Generated full power? No. I think we'll move on. It's been far too long on it already. More games to play. Right, next game. One hard game to another, I guess. It's Navy SEALs Ocean $24.99 cartridge. Those terrorists are up to no good again. With fanatical thoughts of world domination on their minds. As usual, the evil schemes involve innocent victims being held hostage for things that have nothing to do with them. This time, they've gone a step too far, though. One American citizen too many has had their lives wrecked by the threat posed by terrorists. The time for talking is over. There will be no diplomatic meetings, no bowing to demands, and no secret arms deals. A helicopter has been downed over enemy territory, and the crews are being used as bargaining chips by a bunch of crazy terrorists who have been out in the sun too long. They've also managed to amass a stockpile of Stinger missiles, which should best destroy if they're not to be used against the very country that supplied them. It's time for the Navy SEALs to go in, kick butt, and get out again, leaving as many terrorist corpses as possible in the time allowed. Oh yes, mustn't forget to free the hostages. Time is most definitely of the essence. Each section has to be completed within a strict time limit. For the most part, this involves setting explosives atop crates full of robbed US hardware and getting the hell out to reach the next stage. Killing the bad guys on the way, of course. There are 5 members in your team representing your lives. Each time a SEAL is called, another takes its place. You come to harm by falling too far, being shot, and running out of time. When you lose one of your team, the timer is not reset, and you must carry on from where the last chappie popped his size 12s. The missile cases that need to be destroyed act as restart points. When you die, you reappear at the last one you attached a bomb to. Somewhat surprisingly for the hardest fighting force in the world, All these guys are armed with is a weedy pistol apiece. Luckily, some of the crates scattered around the place have hidden the secrets. Uzis, flamethrowers, and grenade launchers. Handy that. Navy SEALs is a good looker. The sprites are large and well drawn. The terrorists look particularly cool, wearing shades and toting guns. The backgrounds too are well drawn, and the redefined palette being used to good effect. The animation is excellent on the whole. Platforms can be transcended by pulling up on them and somersaulting over the top. A brilliantly fluid action. The music is spot on too, though this plays only on the title screen. The game itself is the usual batch of rudimentary spot effects. Navy SEALs is not an easy game. Careful paddle control is required to outgun the baddies. Usually all you'll need to duck down behind a crate, wait till the enemy has fired a shot, then jump up quick and shoot him before he has a chance to respond. Fluff it, and then you're probably dead. The time limit is extremely strict. Dilly-dally for a couple of minutes too long and you'll fall foul of the short span. In this instance, you'll need to start the whole level again from scratch. There's nothing wrong with time limits in principle, it's just this one is particularly unforgiving. The control system is slightly fiddly. There are a lot of actions to be accommodated on the joypad. Incidentally, Plus owners may not redefine the controls for keyboard use. Some actions require a combination of moves, and it's easy to slip up, usually with the result of one life lost. Tough doesn't mean impossible, however, and after many attempts, you'll make it off the first level. Of course, you then have to face exactly the same problems that you just overcome. There's not an awful lot of variety between the levels. I shouldn't give us a cheat to enable us to see them all, but we're not telling you what it is. Ha! Basically, it's the same old story. Missiles, kill the terrorists, and get off the level as quickly as possible. Despite this, though, there are a lot of challenges in the game. Sure, it's very frustrating, but there's still something compelling about it that keeps you coming back for more. The difficulty of completing the levels means you'll still be playing the game in a month's time, not chucking it in the cupboard after a week, though you may die many times trying. The urge to complete the mission is irresistible. It's hard, but the Navy SEALs are harder. First aid talent score. Place bombs on all but one crate. Second opinion. Wonderful graphics and sound make Navy SEALs look like a winner. Indeed, it is excellent, but it's also far too difficult. That time limit is a real killer. In the Navy. No, the Navy SEALs aren't blue-hued sea mammals. They're an elite fighting force of trained killers. SEALs stand for Sea, Air, Land. There isn't anywhere that these guys are afraid to go. And if you think the name's a bit soft, it could be worse. They could end up being called the Navy SEALs instead. These crack commandos are used by the military to handle those difficult diplomatic situations. They operate in small groups, each man an expert in his own field. Formed in the early 60s, the SEALs were first used in Vietnam. They were instrumental in the rescue of American citizens in Grenada. In Panama, they ousted Manuel Noriega by playing REO Speedrag in a deafening volume, proving beyond doubt that they're truly ruthless. Navy SEALs is licensed from the Orion Pictures movie. The movie stars Charlie Sheen and Michael Biehn, and as members of the funky fighting force. Unfortunately, the film flopped in the States and so was never put on general release in this country. It's due out on video though, so if you're desperate to see it, you'll have to be. By all accounts, it's pretty dire. You should be able to hire it from your local video rental library in the next month or so. Alright, verdict. Graphics 92%. Nice sprites with some truly superb quality animation. Sonics 81%. No music in the game, but some excellent title music. Graph factor 87%. Very frustrating at first, but something keeps you at it. Staying power 86%. 6 extremely tough levels, but all pretty much the same. Rating 88%. You certainly won't be finishing Navy SEALs too quickly, but it may be a little too tough. Well, at least you know what you're doing, I guess. As opposed to Nightshift. Today's top schools. 320,000, yeah, that'll happen. And restart. Right, let's get started. The harbour. Oh, off we go. Alright. So I'm going to move it 2 buttons. Oop. Just like that. And how do you get to that guy up there, though? I guess you can do this. Yeah. Oh, God. Get him when he's not looking, right? Missed. Haha. Oh, no. Ah, he's dead. That's 1 life down. We're not going to make that jump. Climb back down. Okay. I think we can jump onto this here. Here we go. There's a dude up there. Ah, my foot. And he did. I'm going to climb back down and then... Oh, no. That was way too early. Guessing you probably can't make that, perhaps. Oh, don't fall down, you idiot. There he goes. He's too good as his life. Oh, we can climb up there. Oh, well, geez. I can't jump that high. Uh-oh. Here goes the timer. Oh, we can do that. Mission failed. You've run out of time. Game over. I'll try again. Oh no, that's not close. That's not close enough. Here we go. Oh no. Jeez. Mistimed that one. Already down to 2 minutes left. Oh, my knee! Knee! Oh, we can do that too. Go back down. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Perfect. Ooh, flamethrower. This does have a heart attack. Game over. Oh, one more go. Let's see where this is going. Ah, my foot. Oh no. Far too early. We can quit. Do you have a quit button? Don't do that. Do you? This is going to take too long though to do it this way. Oh, took damage somehow. Would you just fall off? He's just fallen. Got no life left. He fell. He died from that fall. They're going to waste time. Oh yeah, that does some damage. Alright, God damn it. There you go, they got him. Okay, climb up. Hang on. Grab onto the. Thank you. Oh, there goes the timer. You failed. You've run out of time. Game over. It's like you have to speed run the game. Got him. He got me too. Oh no, don't fall off, you idiot. Break his ankle and died. Here we go. Down. Oh, what are you doing, idiot? We've got one over there. Okay. How far can we survive? Not much. Oh, what? You had to fall all that way? Really? Ugh. These guys are fragile. No, don't fall. For God's sakes. No, what are you doing? Oh, God. Let's just go this way. Oh, no, the timers are going off. What are you doing? He's having a heart attack again. Ugh. Very much a plan a route when you figure one out. Otherwise you'll just die a lot. Next game. Next game. Next game is Prince of Persia with Broderbund and Domark. $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. You can get whole of stage 1. Persia in Age of Darkness, War and Strife, Persia in Age of Darkness, war and strife rage throughout the land. The Sultan has left, leading his army to a huge battle in foreign parts. His right-hand man, the Grand Vizier, has claimed the throne in his leader's absence. His tyranny knows no limits, and his evil pervades the very fabric of Persian life. Who can save them from this terrible despot? You can, a notorious adventurer and womanizer from a distant land. The Vizier regards you as the only obstacle between him and complete power. He has noticed how cool you were at the disco and saw the way the local babes drooled as you walked past. Your prowess as a swordsman and all-round good guy has not escaped his notice. None of your incredible exploits would have caused any trouble, but you had to go and try it on with the Sultan's daughter. The Vizier fancies you something rotten and is jealous of your limitless charm. And so you find yourself locked in the palace dungeon, stripped of your sword, with only the bones of your companions to keep you company. Jafar, the Vizier and complete pervert, has used your incarceration in his own twisted plans. He has given the princess an ultimatum, and only an hour to decide. Marry him, or both she and you, the cool adventurer, will die. Understandably miffed at this plan, you decide to escape from the clink, rescue the girl, and hey, why not bump off the Vizier while you're at it? Prince of Persia opens up with a lovely, juicy title screen, marred slightly by the rather dodgy title music. An entertaining intro shows the Vizier giving the princess the ultimatum, and turning the hourglass, shades of Wizard of Oz, press the fire button and it's off into the dungeon. The game starts with you escaping from the slammer, your cell door slamming down behind you. You then have to guide your sprite through the danger-filled screens of level 1. Your sprite is a little blonde dude, wearing some really sexy baggy pantaloons. Move the joystick left and right and you run in the chosen direction. Hold the fire button pressed and then choose a direction. Your character will then take careful, almost stealthy steps. Soon you will come across an obstacle of some sort. and then you really get to see what Blondie is capable of. Walk to the base of the wall and push up on the joystick, and the little Prince of Persia wannabe will scale it in a very convincing fashion. Come to the edge of a dangerous looking drop, and a simple push down will cause Princey babes to hang precariously from the edge. Leaping across chasms is just as simple. And Princey can be made to leap gaps with majestic grace. If, however, you miss the other side by a fraction, pressing the fire button quickly will cause our hero to grab the edge of the ledge. Push up, and he will clamber quickly to safety. Phew, what a relief! When the game starts, you have no sword, so you will have to search the dungeon to find one. Once found, you have to do two things: find the exit and beat the evil henchman who guards it. Sword fighting is a tricky process, and one that involves a lot of trial and error before you start to learn any kind of technique. You'll have to learn though, otherwise bad guys are going to make your life a complete misery. There are traps absolutely everywhere, including collapsing floors, falling gates, spikes, and slamming spiky doors. Most can be spotted long before they actually do you any harm, and there are ways of using these traps to your advantage. Spikes can be avoided simply by walking carefully across them. This technique can be used to get closer to the edges of the precipices. There are secret rooms hidden everywhere, and jumping around can often be a fruitful experience. Often you will find potions which restore any energy lost in falls or sword fights, but care should be taken when drinking them, as some are poisoned. The graphics in this game are very, very good indeed. The way your character moves is the first thing to impress the player. He runs, leaps, and climbs just like a real human being, even to the point of staggering when he is suddenly turned around. While there have been smoother animation routines on the Amstrad in the past, there's never been a more realistically motivated sprite. The programmer apparently spent weeks studying videos of actual human movement, and this dedication has definitely paid off. The graphics look incredible in motion and are enhanced by atmospheric backgrounds. Torches flicker in the dank, cold passages, and doors slide shut with a creepy clank. The sound spoils things a little, the times are dire to say the least. Spot effects are lovely though, especially during the sword fights. The game plays like a dream. What it boils down to is an addictive platform game par excellence, with a good bit of hacking and slashing thrown in for good measure. First impressions could lead you to believe you are playing the ST version. Things look so smooth and detailed. The difficulty level has been pitched exactly right, with a little more progress being made each time you play. In short, this is one of the best Amstrad games ever, and it'll be a long time before you come anywhere near rescuing the princess. Wow! First aid target score, find sword and escape dungeon. Second opinion, the animation in Prince of Persia is absolutely stunning. The main character's movements are fluid and lifelike, and you've never seen anything like it. It's not bad playability-wise either. Prince of Persia, verdict. Graphics, 98%. Some of the best animation you'll ever see. Truly gobsmacking visuals. Sonic, 73%. Excellent spot effects, spoiled by the extraordinarily duff music. Grab factor, 96%. Instant addiction will drag you into the game kicking and screaming. Staying power, 94%. Difficult enough to keep you going for quite some time. Rating, 95%. Some of the best graphics and gameplay yet seen on the Amstrad. Oh. Okay. Protobun Software presents a game by Jordan Mechner. CPC version, Microids. Prince of Persia. Copyright 1990, Jordan Mechner. I don't know, they ported this from the PC speaker sound. In the Sultan's absence, the Grand Vizier Jafar rules with the iron fist of tyranny. Only one obstacle remains between Jafar and the throne, the Sultan's beautiful young daughter. Daughter. Well, there he is. Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, bye. Marry Jafar or die within the hour. All the princess's hopes now rest on the brave youth she loves. Little does she know that he is already a prisoner in the Jafar's dungeons. Oh, let's go. Level 1. 60 minutes. Off we go. Hang on. Wee. And you can't go this way because that dude's there. Up to jump like a civilized game. Oh. No, no, close enough, huh? Button to pick up. Stab. And stab. Stab. Here we go. I'm sure they get harder. And then we've got the copy protection part of the game. Press enter word 4, line 2, page 4, and press enter. Have it handy. Page 4. Page 4. Word 4, line 2. We'll include the title bit of it. So it'll be maximum then. Okay. Okay. Yeah, level 2. Huh? Oh. Yeah. Indeed. Ah. I don't need to pick up any. Oh, that way. Oh, okay, just walk through them, that's fine. Oh, okay, that's fine. Up. Ooh, Zypher 6 dungeon. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh. I've never seen dungeons that have got pressure plates to open doors, really, of any kind. Oh, whoops. Or close them for that matter. Okay. Oh. Okay. Pick this one up. Then pick up the bluer one. That's one of them poison ones. Can these open? No. Ooh. What's up here? Yeah, that's handy. Yeah, that's pointless. Oh, down we go again. Oh, okay. You think get power microwave down here? They haven't even got lighting. They've got torches. Oh. Is that life up then? Yeah. There's this direction. Nothing. Just walk through, quietly through the spikes. and 4. Come on. This wouldn't be done on the Battle Royale because the Spectrum and C64 did not get official ports of this. They got homebrew ones done later. That's about it. Ow. Oh no! Splat. Back to the beginning. Got to do it all again. That did nothing. Hold on. Jeez. Oh. Nothing here. Hey. Oops. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Right there. I thought it was up here, wasn't it? Somewhere. Oh, stop. How do we get? It's gonna do nothing, right? Oh no. Oof. Okay. Whew. Oh. Oh, this is a problem. Yeah, just kill you instantly. You're getting up. Fun. Do it again. Oh. Everything's going wrong. It's only level 2. Stab and stab and stab. Actually, we're mostly lucky that there's actually got an English version. Because Broderbund, Broderbund ported a bunch of. Oh boy, here we go again. And dead. Ugh. Broderbund ported a bunch of games to the CPC, but this is the only one that got to the UK. Things like Shuffle Puck Cafe and Load Runner, among others. Stage 1 will go. Oh, just, ow. Ow. Oh, God. Ah. Yeah. That's probably as far as I'm getting. Anyway, we'll move on. More games to play. Right. Next game. Oops. Right. Next game is Exterminator by Audiogenic. $10.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Have no mercy, show no fear. You face overwhelming odds, but you're the right man for the job. An experienced mercenary, a well-trained killer. It's all in a day's work for you. So what exactly are you up against? Psychopathic gun-toting terrorists? No. Drooling space fiends from Alpha Centauri? Nope, not quite. A multi-fanged demon from another dimension? Nearly, but that's not exactly right. What you're up against is far worse. Creepy crawler, vermin, and all manner of household pest. These terrifying beasties have infested every single house on the street, turning a once sleepy cul-de-sac into a place of terror. As the man from Rent-A-Kill, it's your job to clean them out and make the homes habitable again. You won't be wearing red dungarees and wellies and spraying pesticides, though. The creatures are killed with your bare hands. In fact, that's all you see on the screen, an airy disembodied hand that flows around following your actions. A number of methods can be employed to kill the creatures. You can grab the airborne ones in midair, gently squeeze in the life from their tiny lungs, after which their delicate forms crumble to the floor. Squashing them flat is a way to deal with floor crawlers. Bring a fist down sharply, smearing their frail little bodies across the floor in a film of slimy goo. You can also zap the little critters, incinerating their flesh and turning them into molten lumps of charcoal as they flutter gently across the screen. Oh, watch out for the wasps, though. These jaspers have the sting in their tail and hover annoyingly around your hands. Swat them away to get rid of them. As well as the wasps, some of the other creatures have ways of hurting you too. Mosquitoes will bite you given half the chance, so it's best to grab them before they do. Floor-based beasties are just as bad. Frogs' tongues dance skyward, attempting to catch onto your hand. Toy tanks fire miniature explosive shells at you. And when you get hit, stung or bitten, energy is lost from your juice count. Should it run dry, then it's game over. Every time you successfully squish an insect, the floor tile below turns to your colour. Complete a row of these tiles and you move on to the next infested room in the house. There are a fair few actions to accommodate on the joystick, and a surprisingly good job has been done. Pressing fire grabs, fire and down stomps, wiggling waves away wasps, and pressing fire when at the edge of the screen zaps. The system is intuitive and it's picked up easily on first play. Crushing creatures is great fun on your own, but get a second player to join in the fun and it's even better. Here you can work as a team to kill off the advancing animals, or can play against one another by nicking each other's tiles. What an original game! Exterminator may be an arcade license, but it's from a machine that's way off the beaten track of ninjas and space fighters. Killing has never been so much fun. First attack score, completely clear the first house. Second opinion. Ugh. Exterminator is the squishiest, gooeyest, ickiest, stickiest game I've ever had the dubious pleasure of playing. I don't know if that's good or not. A verdict, graphics 77%. A bit on the blocky side, but vermin never look so cute. Sonic's 90%. Haunting soundtrack that makes the perfect accompaniment. Grab factor 85%. Grisly theme gives the game instant appeal. Staying power 80%. The further you get, the more wildly the creatures differ. Rating 83%. Exterminator is a brilliantly original arcade license and fun to play too. Ah. Alright. Use H to pause and unpause. When pause, press 1 and 3 to quit. To play with keyboard, use these keys. Space to continue. Help! 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 Yeah, okay, everyone wants help apparently. Shoot! Flying objects when they are in the distance. Grab them when they are close. Pound objects on the ground. When pests plummet to the floor, they change tiles to your colour. There you go. Great a demo. Let's go. This big giant hand just goes into the house. It's normal. The wasp will sting you. Shake joystick to make it go away. Don't grab it. To shoot, move all the way over to your side. And try and move left to right up and down. Shake the joystick. Pound, make sure you are high enough, and then press pound button. Down and file will do that. Special warp feature. Oh, you give us long enough to read it, why don't you? Huh? Oh. Grab it. Another wasp, you idiot! Oh, no, you gotta go right. There we go. Basement. Oh, God. Grab it. Go, shoot. Ow. Oh, here we go. Bonus round, shoot as many rats as you can. Garage. Mosquitoes bite. You cannot shake them off, but you can grab them. Right. Ow. Shoot. Ow. Screw mosquitoes. Ow. What are you doing? Crush. I hate these mosquitoes. Grab it, grab it. Nope. Bite you first. Bedroom. The toy tanks fire live ammo. Pound them before they shoot. Stay away from stray bullets. Okay. Attic. Oh, rooms left in this house. Right. Toad alert! Don't let their tongues touch you! Oh, jeez, this swallows your hand, huh? Oh. Okay, the toads are carnivores, apparently. Oh no, it's swallowed. Yeah, just can't do that, huh? Come in. Squish. Oh. Oh, not the... Okay, whatever. No scrolling, huh? Yeah. The toy tanks fire live ammo. Pound them before they shoot. Stay away from stray bullets. Kill it. Ow. Oh, game over. Oh yeah, that's extermination. Exterminator. It's certainly somewhat fun, really. Once you get used to the controls. Done. He wasn't just any pest control man, he was the Exterminator. Game is an audiogenic production. We'll move on. We'll fit in one more game. That one more game is... Oh god, it's Predator 2 by Imageworks. $10.99 cassette, $15.99 disc. Mike Harrigan was having a very bad day. It's 1997, and just about the hottest summer Los Angeles has ever seen. The place stank, the pollution in the city making things unbearable. Being a cop in Los Angeles is no easy matter, and for Mike Harrigan, things were about to get a little more difficult. Two rival gangs were murdering each other on the streets, young men dying for a few kilos of crack, or whatever the hell they were dealing these days. Things were getting very heavy indeed. Harrigan remembered when all they had were semi-automatics and flashy Uzis. Now these punks had real hardware, real heavy artillery. Corpses had started turning up at the morgue. Not unusual for 90s Los Angeles, but it was the way they'd been killed. Real bad. Harrigan had never seen anything like it. Skinned alive, their spinal columns torn clean out through their backs, brains gone. It had to be something. It had to be gang related, or did it? Predator 2 is the game based on the imaginatively titled sequel to the original Predator movie. The Predators are, in a nutshell, intergalactic hooray Henrys. They hunt for sport, choosing only the worthiest opponents. The game itself turns out to be a little less original, following with a kind of uncanny closeness to the lines of Top Coin-Op Operation Wolf. The screen scrolls from right to left, with a wireframe Harrigan in the centre. Harrigan's mission is to shoot absolutely every criminal in the city. As in Operation Wolf, the bad guys run on screen and start making things difficult. Most baddies are armed with very nasty machine guns, though some come a bit closer and try to butcher you with wrist-mounted chainsaws. The baddies are sometimes very tricky little fellows, crouching down just as you're about to take aim. Others hide in doorways and cannot be shot. Firing at those critters merely causes them to take cover. Harrigan is initially equipped with a rather weedy pistol, with which he must knock off any gang members that happen to stroll into his line of sight. Moving a cursor over the object you wish to blast aims the weapon. Bigger, better weapons appear at intervals and must be shot to pick them up. Ammo is limited, but more can be picked up at very regular points as the screen scrolls. And don't shoot the good guys. These are, for the most part, portly Latino girls who stand directly in your line of fire looking scared. Every now and then a semi-invisible predator shows up. If you shoot him, he'll take umbrage and unleash a volley of really pokey alien death webs. Don't be tempted to shoot him quite yet though, as avoiding a fight with him now leaves you with a better chance in the final showdown. The decent sprites and backgrounds are let down by poor scrolling and sad animation, but it's easy to see what's going on most of the time. Sometimes, though, it can be difficult to distinguish the crosshair from the background. The title music is nice and scary, and the spot effects are juicy enough. The main problem with the game is a complete lack of variety. The levels all follow the same basic principle. The baddies don't change in behaviour, and their extra weapons are all very similar. Overall, a reasonable Operation Wolf style shoot 'em up, but completely lacking in originality and variety. And don't believe the hype. First day target score, reach the end of the first level. Second opinion, Predator 2 is basically a sideways scrolling Operation Wolf clone, though indiscriminate killing is always fun. You can't help feeling that more could have been made out of this license. The verdict, graphics 76%. Nice, colourful, well defined, but poorly animated with duff scrolling. Sonic's 80%. Good title music and beefy sound effects help the action along. Grab factor 81%. Lots of bad guys to kill and lots of extra weapons to kill them with. Staying power 69%. But nothing much changes as you improve. The later levels are too samey. Rating 74%. An unimaginative and unoriginal game, but well polished and quite good fun. Okay. Right. Predator 2. Presented by Imageworks, written by John Goldsmith, designed by Active. Oh, there goes. Oh. Alright, let's go. Two motorcycle cops accidentally stumble into a drugs bust and are wounded in the battle. Harrigan must apprehend the drug gang leader in his HQ. Unfortunately, a predator enters the battle and begins to stalk Harrigan. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Look at this. Parallax. Oh, me. Hit him. Oh, there they are. Hit that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, get a life back. no position for you. Just hide behind them. Almost dead. And he did. Sustained too many injuries. Too creative. Fire to continue. Look, he's hiding behind them again. That's fair or something. It just comes on the screen just shooting away like you can avoid damage or something. Oh, we have ammo. Yeah, no, we just die. Look at that. Don't run out of ammo. Are we continuing? We still don't have ammo? Well, that's going to last long, isn't it? There's a gun there, or whatever. Lieutenant Harrigan has sustained extensive physical damage during the